I feel like this may not have ever happened. I don't know why it hasn't happened, but it's about time it has happened. Jacob from Noda Brewing is here with us, and there's so much that we need to get caught up on that I don't even know where to start. But I am fascinated by all the THC stuff that's out there that you guys are doing with Happy Bird, and the industry is fascinating to me. What's going on? I know there's some changes out there.
Yeah.
And welcome, by the way.
Well, thanks for having me, y'all. It's been way too long since I've gotten catch up with y'all. Yeah, so I mean, the THC seltzer category is vast. So let me just take a step back and talk about how we got to where we're at right now. 2018, at the federal level, a farm bill was rolled out that reclassified hemp. So hemp used to be just kind of the rope, right? Now it's really a full spectrum of things. It's CBD, it's THC seltzers. So when we're talking about THC in this context, we're not talking about marijuana. That is a different classification, and that is still federally illegal and illegal in this state. What we're talking about is hemp-derived THC, which is legal federally, at least currently until November, and we'll talk more about that.
Okay.
And then at the state level here in North Carolina, it's completely unregulated. We'll talk about some of the regulation that the industry has just put in place, but it's completely unregulated. So as a result of that, there's this massive category that's grown in North Carolina. So North Carolina, you may not know much about the category, but it's a $3.2 billion industry.
THC
hemp
infused,
in general.
just hemp in general. Okay.
Hemp in general. So that's THC infused beverages, that's CBD supplements, it's everything. But with the laws that we're going to discuss, all that could go away like that overnight, which is pretty scary. I mean,
that's the state. 3.2 billion.
That's at the state. At the federal level, it's way larger than that.
Just think about the money that the state's bringing in.
Yes.
So why would it go away? Why would a $3.2 billion industry, why would you want that to go away?
Or 16,000 jobs. That's also what it is in the state. So why is because I think there's a big misconception about what this is. People are afraid, well, not people, because people love this.
Yeah.
There's a lot of demand.
Yeah.
Legislators, certain legislators are, I think, afraid and confused about what this product is. How we got here is last Thursday, the NC Senate voted or revived a bill and voted to make THC seltzers and all hemp products illegal in North Carolina in November, in line with what is currently the federal ban, which came out of nowhere. We were really shocked. It really happened kind of overnight and surprised the entire industry at large. Really, really pushing for that to get changed because there's so many customers who want these products. It helps them. As people are moving away from alcoholic products, this is a non-alcoholic, healthier alternative for customers. That's why they're gravitating towards them. Our product, Happy Bird, is 0 calorie, 0 sugar, 0 everything with the exception of THC and flavor.
0 headache.
Yeah, 0 headache the next day. So people really have gravitated towards that. And when you look at our industry, the brewery industry, a lot of breweries in North Carolina, 30% of breweries, have created a product in this category to help diversify at a time when people are just drinking less. Beer this year, last 52 weeks, is down 6%. That's not a new thing, right? It's been down the last couple of years. So breweries are really looking for a way to drive growth, and not as a way to like kind of just fill their pockets even more, but really as a lifeline. And this category, THC seltzers, has been that for many breweries throughout the state. So on behalf of many breweries throughout the state, I'm really worried about what would happen if it does get banned, and just for customers. Customers want these products. And it is a safe alternative to the way in which people had previously imbibed in THC products, i.e. illegally, when you don't know what you're getting. These things, while they're not regulated technically in the state of North Carolina, and to be very clear, we want regulation, but today they're unregulated. The industry at large has regulated them. So we've put in our own 21 and over cap. Same with all of our distributors, same with all of our retailers. All of our retailers will not carry any product that doesn't carry something called a COA, or certificate of analysis, that is a QR code on the back of that can that says, here's what's in the thing. We're guaranteeing it is what it is based on third-party lab results. So that way you don't grab a 10 milligram Happy Bird, think you're getting it, and then realize you had a 20 milligram. And you're like, whoa.
Right.
Same thing with, just because this is an agricultural product, hemp is grown in North Carolina. It proves that the products going into it are what we say it is, that they are clean, they're safe for consumers. Why would you want to lose $3.2 billion in revenue? Why would you want to lose 16,000 jobs and then create a black market again versus having
Right.
products that are safe for consumers. I don't get it.
So help me understand, where does North Carolina stand currently versus the rest of the country, or is it different state to state?
Totally different state to state.
Okay.
So like you go to Virginia, there's regulation. You go to Tennessee, there's regulation. South Carolina, at least as of now, still unregulated. And the majority of states fall in the same category as North and South Carolina right now. Well, it's close to 50-50. Because at the federal level, it's made legal, not regulated. So again, anybody, there's at the federal level, you can do anything with this product. Again, the industry has put in their own regulation, and the industry at large is very much pushing for regulation, just common sense regulation, like you do beer. We want it to be safe for consumers and only for a certain age of consumer and for people who are able to have this product.
Right. Look, if melatonin is behind a locked cabinet at my local store, I feel like we can figure out how to regulate this.
Right. And it's nothing crazy. Like, all right, put an age cap in. Easy. You can do that with a stroke of a pen in a bill. And then there's more we would like to see done for the health of the industry and for the health of, or the safety of consumers. But at the very least, like just put an age cap in or put it behind a cabinet like some states have. And that can be an easy stopgap. At the very least, though, don't ban it. Why would you eliminate an industry and eliminate product that customers very clearly want?
Yeah, if you've gone into any store, Total Wine comes to mind. I remember the first time seeing a small shelf, and now it's got to be its entire section, right?
It seems that way, and that's really the case for most retailers that carry this. It started off small and has grown into a massive thing. I can't speak to specifics just based on the way ABC law is in North Carolina, but like our retailer where we sell the most of this, it is their number one selling beverage across the entire THC alcohol category. So like we have surpassed wine, surpassed beer at that retailer.
Wow.
And it's not necessarily the one you were just referencing, but another local retailer. It's wild. Like people really want these. And what's interesting too is why I think some legislators are afraid of this category again is not understanding it. They're trying to protect kids, which I very much value. As a father of 2 young kids, I want to make sure all kids are safe. But the consumer of this is really people who kind of look like Chelsea. Mm-hmm. It's the category kind of jokes that it's the Chardonnay mom has switched to THC. And when you look at the retailers that are carrying this and the customer that's buying it, like it's very, very clear. Like it's really a more affluent consumer typically. It's usually a middle-aged woman, though you're still very young. I know. I'm sorry. I was eating my words as I said. It's like, oh, crap.
Borderline elderly.
I'm joking with you.
Very accurate.
But absolutely,
Sorry,
I've experienced all of that. Yeah. And there's I would say an older population who doesn't really understand it. And years ago, my mom was like, well, it's just a gateway drug. So I had to sit down, have a conversation with her about how that's wrong. And just misinformation about the effects as well. Right. Like this isn't like, oh, you drink this and it's Cheech and Chong and you're shoving chips into your mouth. It's nothing like that.
It's a substitute for a beer or a glass of wine. We very intentionally have a 5 milligram and a 10 milligram product. That being said, we do create a 30 milligram, but that is still intended to really serve that same occasion, just for someone who's a little more comfortable and has a higher tolerance.
Right. They sell those in convenience stores as well.
Correct.
Some 30 milligrams, so it's not anything wild.
Yeah.
But and also for somebody like me who maybe has taken prescription medication in the past for some of my anxiety and the ways that I get worked up, and where somebody would go and like, oh, I'm going to have a beer after a hard day, something like that, it takes the edge off and it feels like a cleaner way. Yeah,
and that's really how we market it. I mean, the whole branding behind Happy Bird, our product, it is a clean, effortless way to unwind. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what it's intended to be. It's not meant to be like you're just flying high and like high out of your mind. No, right. Just like beer, if you have too many of them, like you can get to a different state, but it's meant to just be a way to relax and unwind. Mm-hmm. And really just a cleaner substitute for someone who isn't looking for an alcoholic product.
Side note, I notice on the website, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you guys are able, at least for now, to ship it.
That's correct. So you can,
which you can't do with beer.
Correct. So
because I can't tell you how many times people are like, how do we get your radio haze? We're in the state of Washington.
Yeah.
And we're always like, well, you can't exactly.
Yeah, it's tough to ship beer. But yeah, we can ship this product very legally.
And that's because it's unregulated?
Because it's unregulated. Yep. And so we ship it. You can't get it to every single state necessarily because, again, state by state regulations.
Right.
But we ship it pretty much everywhere. There are now, if someone from, I'm making up the state, I don't know the rules of North Dakota. If someone from North Dakota tries to buy online, we do flag that and make sure that we're sending it to there in a legal manner.
Right.
And if we can't, we'll reach out to the customer and say, hey, we're so sorry. But yeah, no, we can ship it. We ship it all over the state of North Carolina right now, ship it beyond North Carolina. So you can get it from the tap room, get it from retailers. But also, if you don't want to leave your house, just go online, hit order. There's also really good promotions online right now, too, through our website of there's a subscribe option where you can really just have it show up every single week. Get savings
Wow, like
there,
a
or you can buy
subscription.
bundles. Oh yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah,
That's great. What a cool idea.
yeah.
Yeah.
Subscription for everything these
Yeah.
days. That one's better than your Audible, Woody.
This one I won't have to cancel.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, and I
So-
think. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Chelsea.
No, go ahead.
One thing I think that's worth just calling out too for folks who might be hearing this and like, well, okay, so what? Like, I'm not interested in this category.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the way in which the federal ban and the state potential ban, because the Senate passed it, still would have to go through the House and still have to be signed by the governor. This would not just be THC seltzers. This would be all forms of hemp. So goodbye doggy CBD. Goodbye CBD that may help your grandmother with her joint pain. Goodbye anything that is derived from hemp. So it really has a wide-reaching impact, and it would impact farmers as well. It would impact really kind of all levels of the economy. And as I already said, 16,000 jobs. Like, that's not an insignificant amount of jobs. And when you look at the industries that have kind of brought it in to help face some headwinds, like, you would see big effects on the brewing industry. You would see effects in the restaurant industry as well. Like, everybody, if you enjoy your local breweries, if you enjoy going out to restaurants, if you enjoy supporting farmers, and I encourage you to reach out to your legislators and try to fight for these products.
Yeah, that's my question. What do we
Well, that's
do?
what I was just going to say.
Yeah.
I was sure that you would say talk to your elected officials, but is there any other way that somebody could do something that?
So that's the best way.
Yeah.
I would recommend going on the Hemp Beverage Alliance, or so there's a couple different trade groups. Hemp Beverage Alliance is one that we're a part of, and you can go on their website, and they have a great tool to help you reach out directly to your legislators. The U.S. Hemp Roundtable also has one. Both of those, I believe, you can go on and put in your zip code. It'll say, here's who your legislators are. Here's a pre-populated message if you want us to send this. Otherwise, edit your own, or it'll just give you the information to reach out. That's really the best way, just to help them understand. Because I think at Washington and then in Raleigh, I don't think the legislators fully understand what these things are. Because in fairness, this category came from nothing to massive. I was going to say overnight. That's a little bit hyperbolic, but in a short number of years. Mm-hmm. And so they're really trying to play catch up on this. I think they need help understanding what these products really are and how they help consumers and what consumers want.
I'm ready
Have
to
you
give
thought
a speech.
about
Yeah.
possibly climbing the Empire State Building and hanging a flag and then proposing?
I only made it to floor 3. I tried. I got really tired, Woody. It's a tall building.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, also don't let them outlaw the pickle pizza at Noda Brewing's tap room.
Hey, I appreciate you
'Cause
saying that.
I use that to help relax as well.
Yeah, I think the pickle pizza is here to stay. So come on down and have one slice on me.
You know I will. I'm actually coming over this weekend for sure because we're going to see a movie over at the Independent
nice.
Film House.
Look
Love
at
that
you
place.
doing stuff.
Yeah. Well, my daughter is driving the bus on
Yeah,
that. So
young people bringing you out into the
yeah,
world.
I'm actually doing things in the world.
Wow, what's that like?
It's
I have a
fun.
3 and 9-month-old, so I'm like going in deeper and deeper into the hole every day.
I've got a 21-year-old daughter who maybe will get her first beer at Noda Brewing this weekend.
Hey,
Yeah.
congrats. Give me a
Yeah.
call before you do.
All right, I will.
She's almost 22 and is still yet to have her beer.
Yet to have her beer at Noda.
At Noda, okay.
She's certainly had a few drinks.
Okay,
but,
I was just checking.
We've never gone to Noda together to drink.
What a great experience for
And
you.
we will this weekend.
I'm in the middle of it with my boys, as
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, yeah.
And so now we do a lot of things. It's just not always the things I want to be doing. We travel to a lot of Hampton Inns
Oh, yeah.
for travel hockey. And, you know,
That's
Hey,
not as fun.
no, it's
Nope.
not.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like a lot smellier of suitcases at the end of those trips.
Oh.
Yeah, one of my good friends played travel hockey, and he's like, "Yeah, the hotels stopped letting us bring our pads inside." Like, that's how you know.
That is. Woody brought his years ago into the radio station, and we had to evacuate.
Is that why you guys moved?
Yes,
Yes.
it is why we moved.
It is
exactly
now
right.
a super site. Is that what
Yeah,
they
the
call
building
it?
was condemned.
Hazmat site.
All right. Well, it's Jacob from Nota Brewing, and I know you got another meeting to get to, but it's great to see you, man. Thank you
you
for
as well.
coming.
Thanks for having me out,
Let's
y'all.
get you in more often and just do
Please.
regular updates or something.
Would love that.
Okay.
Yeah.